people say you can't trust them, Mama.
What?
You can't trust them.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to Her Words, Her Thoughts. Ooh. I'm India.
And I'm Miyoko.
Yes. She's not only Miyoko, she is the birthday girl. One time for the birthday. Hey.
Enough surprises. I'm having
Happy birthday.
Thank
for the
you.
10,000th time. You're probably going to hear it for the rest of the month. It's my bestie's birthday.
Thank you so much.
My Virgo sister. Yes, we've been celebrating. We had fun last night.
Yeah.
Over the weekend.
Did
you enjoy it?
I did. I had some surprises. I was around positive, good energy.
That's always good.
Very. Not draining. It just flowed naturally.
Yeah.
Nothing was forced. Nothing extra. It just worked out. Everybody had the same agenda.
Yes.
So it was great. I loved it. I enjoyed myself. It was more than what I expected it to be.
I have fun too.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah. How was your weekend otherwise? Good? Chill?
Yeah, it was chill for the most part, like most of my weekends.
Yeah.
With the exception of yesterday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Eventful nights.
Hookah vibes, dinner vibes, more hookah vibes.
Yeah, dessert.
Champagne bottle service vibes.
All that. A lot of toast. A lot of toast.
Trying to get into regular ass places and all of a sudden everywhere is like a club vibe.
Or 100 per person.
Man.
To just sit on the curb.
Like why? These regular places.
On the curb.
Literally. Oh my God. Anyway. What are we talking about? Man, for these people this week?
It's a topic that really resonates with me. It's been going on for a while.
Take a deep breath.
I want to address, not even address, but discuss. I'll say hate disguised as love. So fake love, right? So hate disguised as fake love. Yeah. Meaning, I feel one way about you and what I think you have and what you're doing. But I project something different. And I don't know.
It's like you touched on this a little bit, but in a vague way.
It's a deeper topic.
Yeah.
Especially when it's among people that you know. So that'll be we'll talk about it like that. We won't.
Right.
It's not so much about me seeing a picture of you on Instagram and I don't know who you are and I'm passing judgment.
Right.
It's more so like I know who you are. You know who I am. We not in the same circle, but we know the same group of people. You know me enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? To not pass judgment, to understand who I really am. And to not have an animosity or a hatred towards anything that I'm doing in my life. Yeah. But yet and still, with all that being said, that happens. Where, you can be in a community, live in an area, and people know you, everybody know you, and you'll really have those people that you feel like is close to you. Not close like they know you, but they know enough about you. Yeah. And they haters. Like, I feel like that term has been used a lot since it came out or since it was, like, popularized. Yeah. But it's a real deal. I think that some people misuse it, but in certain scenarios that I've experienced, not so much of me personally, but like people near and dear to me have experienced it. I'm a witness. Yeah, it's definitely a hater when a guy can say some crazy stuff to a woman.
Yeah.
That's a hater. Because as a guy, I don't think you should be addressing nothing to a woman.
Right.
When you asking or questioning or having an opinion about different things, you know? And not so much about, like, it's not like you giving her constructive criticism.
Or advice.
Yeah, you're not doing that.
Even capable.
Yeah, you don't have her best interest at heart. But you just want to know how she got something. How she got it, why she got it. So, my whole thing is, like, if you're in an area, a community, right? And this, I'm posing this question to India, and I'm posing it to our listeners, our viewers, subscribers, whatever you consider yourself. Please, drop a comment. On the site or on our Instagram page. And just let me know, because I'm trying to understand it. Oftentimes people say, you know, when you make it, you're supposed to come back to the hood, right? You give back to it. You show support. You help other people get out. And in a lot of cases, it's not to say I made it, she made it, or anybody made it, but oftentimes we probably haven't have made it out, and you already start to experience, like, that hatred, that resentment that somebody has towards you because they feel like you got something that they deserve. So really, should you come back to the hood if you make it out? Because I ain't made it out. You ain't made it out. And you get hate. Right.
Like, what's going to motivate me to do X, Y, and Z that I'm supposed to do? If already it's like, I don't know. I mean, you're trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand it. I don't understand it either.
And we probably won't understand it because you don't mask your hate. You don't portray to love somebody, but deep inside, or mask that you like somebody, but deep inside you dislike the person. I feel like you could never really understand that person. Unless you was like that person, or you got to talk to that person and that person was honest. With everything. But really, I would love to know what motivates you. Like, if you a person that have hated on someone, and, like, maybe you're not a hater no more, because we can all grow. Please, I want to know. I really want to know.
Like, where they could maybe see where that person was coming from and give you, like, a different insight.
No, well, they would have been they used to be an ex-hater. I'm going to put it like an ex-hater. And you're no longer a hater. And tell me, or us, what led you to that point. Like, so when you was passing that judgment on a person, when you was hating, like, what led you there? Like, why did you feel like you needed to?
The part for me is, like, not even the hate part. I mean, that's, of course, that's the root of it. So, like, that's the biggest issue, I guess. But when it comes to, like, interacting with the other person, if you would just, like, shut the fuck up. Like, you can be hating at your house, in your car, with your people, and the other person would never even know. Like, hide it. At least, I mean, if you're a hater, at least, like, hate on the low. But to, like, be a hater and be open about it, like, not care how you sound and look, that's, like, weird to me. Like, how do you think you have the nerve to make a comment or anything? Like, you don't care how you look out here or how you sound? That's the part that's, like,
I feel
strange.
These are my thoughts and these are my words. Let's talk about it how you want to.
Let's talk about it.
I feel that in certain instances, a person ideally would want to mask it. So I would love to be like, hey, girl, and all of that, but just in my heart, I'm like,
hi, bye.
Or what's that? Because I'm a I might want to feel like that. Normally I would if I have some hours to sleep on it, you know. But when something big or something that I perceive as big, I'm the hater right now. And I see you hop out of something, and I'm like, how'd she get that? I can't you normally need a grace period, right, to cool down, process it. I guess so. Where when I see the person, I can fake like I care and fake like I'm all happy for them. But when things is happening in real time, sometimes you can't. That face, that shield, that takes time to get there. Yourself. You can't because you don't have the time to process it. So by the time while I'm processing it, by the time you're in my face already, I can't mask that. But my whole thing is the question I pose is, why are you at a crossroad in your life to where when something positive or good, whether small or big, is happening for someone, you have to process it before you can say congratulations. And even that's not a real congratulation. It's just like, why not? Like, what's the problem?
Thank you for all your ugly for.
Why you call them ugly?
Because they mean.
What's the problem? We all have the same 24 hours. How you choose to live yours, whatever opportunities you want to seize, whatever it is, that's on you though. But don't project that on me. Don't bring that hate towards me. Don't ask me nothing that you wouldn't feel comfortable asking the next man. If you're a man,
that's a good point.
If you're a man, do not ask a woman a question that you would not feel comfortable asking the next man who's on a status that you might feel like you're not on. Don't do that. Yeah. That's odd. It's weird. It makes me question you. Not that I'm somebody, but if you around me and you questioning somebody that I'm with and I know, then that puts me in it and it makes me question you. Your motive, your everything. Because I want to know why even, like, it's a lot of stuff going on out here in this world. And, it's one thing for a woman to hate on a woman. I mean, you've been coming up your whole life, so it's like more common. It comes, But when like a grown man with like a full beard, who's fucking 6'8", 6'9", and probably have some things that they need to work on, start to question. Things, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's very weird. For me, it's just like, I just don't understand being so like self-involved in somebody else's life. That's the part that I guess when you can't relate, you're just kind of like, I just don't get it. There's no way. Like I'm gonna try to take myself outside of myself and say, okay, maybe a person, they're different. They think different. They feel different.
For sure.
Whatever. No matter which way I try to like understand it, I don't understand it. Like, there's too much other shit to be focused on or worried about or opening your mouth to comment on than somebody else. Especially when it's negative. If it's positive, that's one thing. Like, whether you mean it or not, saying some positive shit is cool, even if you don't mean it. Yeah. I'd rather you do that than say some negative shit. Like, whatever you feel in your mind and heart, like, I guess like a feeling of hate, I would compare it to like a feeling of like love or sadness. You kind of can't help it. Like, your body and mind kind of just feels what it feels. If he could help not being a hater, I would be able to help when I don't want to love somebody that I shouldn't be loving. I can't turn it off. So feeling the feeling, maybe I can kind of accept. Some people is just gonna fucking be haters. That's the part that I can like accept.
And I get that.
But mouthing it, that's the part that that's so fucking weird to me. To like say something out of your mouth that's like, you're just showing me that you're a hater. You don't care like to like hide that shit? That's crazy. You sound crazy.
If they mouth it. To mouth it, that's cool. If that's what it is. But say that. My whole thing is like,
and stand on it. Oh,
that's my whole thing. See,
yeah, I haven't.
What I'm saying is that's why I said fake love, or let's just say love, because at this point we don't know it's fake. But hate masked as love. Yeah. So with that, it's like, you want me to the perception is that you care. You happy for me when good things happen for me. That's the perception. Yeah. But when you remove the shield, you really,
Because the very next sentence was, y'all don't never invite me out. Why don't ever be inviting me out?
Angry. So that's what I'm saying.
Invite you out.
That's what I'm saying. So be real on it.
Like, which one is it?
Be real on it. If you dislike me, or if you don't like the way I move because I'm moving more than you, if whatever I'm doing is bothering you, even though we're not in the immediate circle together, then that's how I want it to be. So basically, when I see you out, it shouldn't be fake hug. It shouldn't be hugs. It shouldn't be like, oh, what's up? Oh yeah, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna pull up on me. It shouldn't be that, because you genuinely are bothered. You're genuinely bothered by everything that's happening in my life, because you feel like it should be happening for you, and maybe it should be happening for you, but not at this time. So
then just stay away then. That's like the best thing for you to do.
Don't go
if you're bothered, just don't go close to what bothers you. Stay away from what bothers you.
I guess.
On a simple level.
Like,
that's what I would think would make me feel better. If I was bothered by something, I'm gonna get away from it.
Well, let's get more specific.
Spiders, whatever. I'm gonna stay away from it.
I'm gonna give a scenario, and you tell me your perception or what your takeaway is. Not even your perception. What your takeaway is. I'm gonna give a scenario. Okay. You tell me what your takeaway is. Mm-hmm. Viewers, listeners, subscribers, please feel free to do the same.
Comment below.
For sure. So let's just say we're in the same community. Okay. Right? Same area, came up together for the most part. You're younger than me. Put me in my 40s. Put me somewhere else. And as far as age bracket. Okay. But for the most part, we know the same people and all that type of stuff, right? We don't hang together, but you're not no stranger to me. Yeah, we be seeing each other in these streets. Okay. And I don't know. Let's just say something positive happens to me. Okay. No, I take that back. Something positive happens to you. Okay. Right? You have something new. Whether it's a vehicle, let's just say whatever vehicle you drive in as of 2020, right? Whatever vehicle it is, if it's a Corolla and you get a Corolla Sport. Right. Or upgrade. You get an Expedition or you get an Infinity, right? Okay. You upgrade. Whatever car you're in, you upgrade from that car. Yeah. And you out, okay, you get your car, you with your friends, all that type of stuff. You run, you come across a place, y'all all hanging out. In the midst of y'all getting out to hang out, you with your group of friends, people who genuinely happy for this positive thing that's happened to you. Yeah. You get out, you see somebody you know. Because people get new cars. I mean, that happens. They're not going to have one car for forever. Nobody, right? Yeah. No. Okay. Most people that's young, not, right? Yeah. So, you get out, you guys are going to where you're going, and you come across somebody that you know from the neighborhood, right? From the community. Person. Me. You come across me. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, hey. I don't even say, I'm not even going to say, oh, hey, because I'm not having that type of spirit. Right? It ain't that energy. Okay. I haven't, it's just like, oh, what's up? What's up with you? Right. Okay. Where are you coming from? Such and such restaurant. Okay, you was hanging out. That's cool. Why you didn't invite me? Oh man, I thought you was busy. Oh, okay, that's understandable, I guess. Really, that's the fake part of it. It's understandable. Okay, yeah, I seen you get out your new car. Yeah. What's up with that car? What's up with it? Yeah, what's up with that? It's mine. What you mean? What's up with it? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it is. Okay. And then some time goes by, you go on, you mingle, and you doing your stuff with the positive people that you came with. Right. I'm 40 and grumpy. Not that there's nothing wrong with being 40. I'm not associating the grumpiness to being 40. This is a scenario, right? It's just a scenario. Yeah. And I'm going to say 40 something. Okay. 40s with S at the end. Yeah. You find and then your way back to me again? Yeah. Oh, okay. And I say, what's your reason? What was the purpose?
What was the purpose?
Because at this point, I'm referencing the car again. Again, I ask you, what's up? What's up with that? What's up with your new car?
Yeah, I would be thrown off. Because I thought that we kind of like already talked about it. So if you were to come back to me, what's the next statement that you come back to me?
I said, when I come back to you, I'm like, oh, what's up with the car? Even though I asked you that already, right?
Yeah.
And then you tell me like, well, I don't get what you mean by the question, X, Y, and Z. And then I say, what was the purpose? So when I say, what is the purpose? How do you perceive that? Like, because it's vague. So do you take it as, what is the purpose?
What was the purpose in you getting a new car? So I probably would respond then with, what do you mean? What's the purpose? I wanted it and I got it. So, and then I would probably say, I don't do indirect questions. So whatever you're trying to ask me or figure out, just ask me. What are you saying? Say it.
Well, why do you think that? So, and that's great.
And then I probably wouldn't get a direct
question. But what would make that person? The question is like, what would make that person ask you what is the purpose?
I can't relate to that.
Of you upgrading anything. Whether you upgrade your car, if you upgrade your place of living, if you upgrade your job. Unless that person plans on paying
for it. I mean, then maybe you will want some more clarity or like, why do you want that? Why? Maybe, but you wouldn't have did it on a random night. If you're not paying for it, then you have no business asking me anything.
Even if you
anything, not how much is it, not nothing. Nothing.
Even if you was, because we not in a relationship and I don't talk to you on that level, that's not for you to ask me. And the whole thing is, we live a life that is driven on growth. If I'm not upgrading my bed from a twin or a full size from when I'm a teenager, I'm in a full size bed. When I get grown, I'm gonna transition into a queen or a king. Like the whole thing is built. Our whole existence is built on growth.
But some people just want to grow themselves, but they don't want others to grow.
Yeah, but you're not the only flower in the garden.
Right.
We all supposed to bloom. And some of us do and some of us don't. So the reality of it, and what I feel like, is that you being from the same place I am, you actually have a up than most people do, right? You know me a little bit more. You know my history a little bit more. You might know my mom. You might know my dad.
Right.
You know more about me than the next person would. So then you can pass you have more information to make a more well-informed perception or idea of who I am.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you have all this information at your fingertips and then you still choose to say, what's the purpose? What do you mean, what's the purpose? The purpose is growth. The purpose is that I've never been at a standstill. The purpose is that you at a standstill and you can't get off the ground. That's the purpose. The purpose is you shouldn't be asking me my purpose. It's inappropriate. If it was a man on this level that you feel threatened that I'm on, but he was on it, would you ask him what was his purpose?
Absolutely not.
Well, then
we know this person.
And if that's the case,
it wouldn't have happened.
And if that's the case, you shouldn't feel comfortable asking a woman.
Absolutely not.
That's horrible.
It was terrible. But you know what? I feel like I kind of have to prepare myself for certain interactions. And I got to pick and choose when it's time to go to 100. Because if not, I'll probably be going to 100 every time I walk outside.
No,
you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel comfortable knowing that you wanted some kind of info and you got nothing. Whatever questions you have at that moment, you still have them. And sleep well, because I am. Yeah. So what is the pray for him?
You will.
I pray for you.
The solution ain't for you to go to 100, but I would really like to talk.
But I don't have an in between though. There is no in between. Either I'm gonna say some little, what are you asking me? Say what you want to say, something like that, or I'm gonna be yelling and cussing and people gonna be holding me back. Yeah. So that it would have been that. That's all. That's the only other way I could have seen it going. But at this point, I feel like things are building up, and I've been given a lot of passes to this person that it's gonna get there. I mean, I don't see any other way.
Yeah.
Because I always find myself, and then afterwards being like, the fuck?
I heard someone say that if you say something about me, and I find myself explaining, then you dissed me. So if you say something, because some people will be like, well, I didn't mean it like that. That's not my intention.
Right.
I just said it.
Right.
But the whole thing is that if you say it and I have to defend myself, then you dissed me. You said something that was not true, that questioned something about me where I had to explain. Because to defend means I'm explaining myself to you. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, with you coming from where I come from, even if we don't run in the same cruise, you have a certain level of access that other people don't. To where by default. By default, for sure. And you should not be making statements or saying things to where I'm explaining myself to you.
I'm not explaining a motherfucking thing. That's period. Whether I have to tell you or you just see it.
But when a person, and that's true. But when you say, "What's the purpose?"
That's asking me to explain. But I'm not though.
It was an explanation expected.
Yeah, you didn't get that, and you never will. So let's be direct. What's the purpose? What you asking me for real? What you want to know? You being indirect. I don't do that. What you want to know? What?
Yeah.
Oh, you have no words? Okay, then stop talking to me. But I didn't want to go there because it would have went to stop talking to me, you bitch ass nigga, and all that. So, I mean, we can do that, but it's like, I'm good. I'm happy.
Right, because it's not a big deal. It's not nothing that you're going to lose sleep over. Like you said, you go to sleep peacefully.
But it annoys the shit out of me.
But the person who hates,
annoying you, I'm annoyed too.
But the person who hates, I'm sure they don't go to bed peacefully. They couldn't even walk peacefully. They couldn't even greet you peacefully.
That's what
I'm afraid for them. My whole thing, I just want to know why. I'm interested to know. I have.
You know what we should do next time we see him, because we will. We can have a group discussion and let's talk about it. He gonna give you a bunch of bullshit. If you want to hear it, I mean, I'm down to hear it too. Let's waste our time, but let's try to figure it out together.
Because I feel like sometimes people like that continue to move the way that they move because somebody will easily say, "Oh, that's just how such and such is." That's what they've been doing for years. No correction or nothing to where maybe, I don't know, I'm hopeful that when it's wrong, because sometimes you can think something and then when you say it out loud, you be like, "Yeah, that ain't right." When you say it out loud, it's like, no. So it's like he might look at it different. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, for my own self, I just want to know, because the whole thing is that when I'm giving the scenarios, you're never gonna be the person that I'm speaking about is not a person that's out here flexing or trying to stun on people. I'm talking about a person that connects with people, who genuinely wants to connect with them, who move, they don't think they better than, and all of that, social, all of that. To where it doesn't warrant somebody to pass that type of judgment or have that.
If you have hate in your heart, maybe you just can't help it.
It's character, right? Some people are who they are, and that's fine.
We can call them and try to figure it out. I mean, you got questions, we can ask questions.
Like, hey. They're like, hey, and I'm like, this is Miyoko. From her words, her thoughts.
This is Miyoko in India.
From her words, her thoughts.
Yeah, we have questions.
You're on the line.
Yeah. Yes. No, not you on the line. You're on my line. You don't have to be known.
No, he did it in the public. We want to talk in the public.
Okay.
I mean, because that's just a little too bold.
You want to call him? We can do it.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
No, not right now.
Okay. We'll call
Part two. Stay tuned.
We'll call him later and tell y'all how that went. But let's move on from this bullshit.
For sure. Okay, but wait, hold on. So it's jokes though. It's funny, But my whole thing was just like, I want to understand somebody. Like, I want to understand the individual. But I am wise enough to know that everybody I'm not going to understand.
Yeah.
But the takeaway is that if you focus on yourself.
Yeah.
And how you can make yourself better, then you won't have time to focus on the next individual. And when you look up, you might be on that same level or have surpassed that person. So stop comparing, because comparing will give you a false sense of everything. You either gonna compare and feel like, oh, you doing the most because you doing better than this person, when really it's millions of people out there doing 10 times more.
Exactly.
Or you gonna look at that person and say, I'm not doing enough. But you might not know that that person had held this, and this, and you doing it from the ground. So the takeaway from it is to not compare, and it is to accept that we all are expected to grow, and the ones that choose to grow will. Some might blossom more than others. But again, like, accept where you are.
Focus on yourself.
Yeah. And
love yourself, take care of yourself,
and it's
work
timing.
on yourself, improve your own life, and set your goals based on what you want in life. Not what you see, not what you think it should be or where you should be based on age, race, whatever. Whatever makes you happy, and do it for yourself.
Don't do it on age. Don't do it on age. Don't base it on age.
It's not, really? I should have a baby because I'm 30. It's not, I should be married because I'm 35. It shouldn't be any of that. Whatever makes you happy.
Because if you do it based off age, if you do it based off on all those other false pretenses, you'll find yourself in a situation where you're 40 plus, passing judgment on someone you're 11, 12, 13 years older than. Yeah. And you're the opposite sex. Yes, the person is a woman, you a man, and you'll find yourself if you base that off of that. So focus on yourself. Yeah. Don't worry about what's going on in the next person's household, car, pockets. Just focus on yourself.
Agreed. Let's move on to something a little more smiley faced because the hater shit, we don't want to spend too much time on.
Nah.
Fuck them bitches.
Because there's a lot of them, and they just gonna keep coming. And they starting to hang out with you. They've been hanging out with each other, so.
Yeah. My circle is solid. That's all I care about. But, okay, so what was that when we went to hookah in the restaurant? Sunday, I think.
Yes, Sunday night.
We were with our friends, and somebody brought up the topic of dating a guy that your friend used to talk to, or not an ex, that's just obviously like a no-go, but maybe
it's not obviously a no-go though.
For us,
it's like maybe for us it's a no. Oh, it's people out there that will talk to their friends' ex.
But they would know that it's wrong, right? Like
sometimes they know it's wrong and they don't care.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't know it's wrong because of how they was brought up. They don't have no morals.
Right.
Well, so it was really like, how do we feel about it? Like,
yeah, but more so like a guy that, like, let's say you, for example, you used to talk to somebody, but it wasn't like official going together. But like y'all used to talk,
I thought they were saying it was official.
Really?
I thought they were saying like somebody that the person used to talk to.
Okay, well let's say that then. Somebody that you used to go, talk to.
You go with.
No, go with.
Talk to. Go with.
Oh, well then that's easy for me then, because
I feel like talk to is different. Because it's like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You know,
talk to, it kind of like depends on like the friendship with the person and like when they used to talk, how long ago, how long, and all that. But like go together, that's like a definite no. Unless the person, like the friend, the girl, I wasn't like really friends with, but like a friend of a friend. I know, because I've done that. Like, and I remember. Okay, so wait, I just thought about this in this moment because I already knew we were going to talk about this, but I didn't think about this one situation. So, and you know these people too, so I'll say the names when we finish. But me and this girl were close, like really, really close. Spent a night at my house. We were in high school. No, I was in middle school when the friendship started, but she's a little bit older, so she was in like the 9th grade. Maybe I was in the 7th, something like that. She was spending it at my house. I was spending it at her house. So we were very, very close. The friendship continued for years until she graduated. I graduated. Now we're like 20, 21, 22. And I started talking to a guy, not even that she was talking to, that one of her close friends was talking to. Okay. Like how we were close, she was close to this girl, but separately, on their own. But they were really, really close too. And I knew who the girl was. I had met her maybe 3 times through her, but never, like, we never exchanged numbers. I didn't know her last name. I mean, it was my friend's friend, you know? But I didn't know who she was. Okay. So the guy, coincidentally, we were trying to talk to me after her, like maybe a summer after or something like that. And I don't remember if I knew about her before I gave him time or if I found out later. I don't really remember, but I don't think it would have mattered because I didn't care. Like, that's your friend. That's not my friend. And she got mad at me for that, and we haven't talked to this day. Like, our friendship ended right there because she thought that I was shady for talking to him. And she's like, I told you that she, like, either talks to him or talked to him, whatever. But, like, what? No. So, like, something like that where, like, I know who you are, but we're not friends. It's like, I don't think y'all together for 7 years. If we ain't close like that, I'm not going to be loyal to you because you probably wouldn't be loyal to me. For sure. But, like, a friend, that would be too weird for me. For sure. Definitely not a friend. Yeah. But if it's somebody through, like, another friend, if it's a distant or like an associate. Not even a friendship, it's a distance relationship. Yeah. Meaning an associate. Right. I definitely wouldn't consider you. Exactly. I mean, because if that was the case, then, I mean, I don't know. Like, especially the way that people move out here in LA, you would just be single or have to date outside your race. If that shit, some people be going outside that. I mean, everybody probably would be off limits for sure. Yeah. So, what if it's like a friend that, like, it's not a friend of a friend, it is your direct friend, but y'all not close like that? Like, maybe, like, you know this person from a job you used to work at, like the job before your current job. So you haven't seen this girl in like a year, but a year ago y'all were cool, like sort of cool, like cool enough, but it's been distant, so y'all probably would never talk again because y'all don't work together no more. But you did know her at some point, and then you meet this guy a year later and you see through his Instagram that he's following her. And you're like, oh, you know, such and such. He's like, yeah, that's my ex. But you already feeling him. Like, do you stop? Like, fuck, that was my friend. I don't know if I was. That's how I feel. Me happy birthday. If I didn't do it intentionally, yeah, like, because you went in and you didn't know. It's not like when we were cool, when we worked together, she used to show me pictures, so I knew what the person looked like. Right. But I don't know. I knew she was talking to somebody at that time. Yeah. And a year go by, she don't work with me, and then I meet a guy, and it just so happened he used to talk to her. I'm gonna probably keep talking to him because my heart wasn't tainted. Like I didn't do it intentionally. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know nothing about him. And then if it comes out, I don't know, and she feels some type of way, or she say something, I can't say that I would stop talking to him. Yeah. Because I didn't talk to him because of what all you told me. This is somebody that I met outside of you, that I got to know outside of you, and we built this with nothing to do with you. Exactly. You're nowhere in our foundation. Right. So I don't see why I would dismantle you. I agree. Because of whatever. So, and that's a distant friend or a distant associate. Yeah, but then when she started seeing y'all popping up on your Instagram and y'all together at dinner and side by side, you can always, would it be weird? Press that unfollow. Like, you press that subscribe button, you can press that unfollow. Easily. It's not gonna be weird for me because she looking at my page. No, I mean for her. It might be for her. Yeah, but it's kind of like the way life. If I know that a person didn't do something to me, like I'm trying to think like if it was me, right? Like if I was the person that used to talk to somebody and now somebody I was somewhat friends with or knew, was cordial with, was talking to him, I wouldn't look at it with a hurtful heart. Not as much because I know that she like, because basically a conversation is gonna happen. I'm going to say something to her. She's going to be like, oh, I met him through this, and this, and X, Y, and Z. Right. And if that all checks out, like, it's kind of like, damn. Especially if I still wanted him. Right.
But
it ain't gonna stop me.
I'm not going to feel no type of way towards her. I'm not gonna be talking to her like I probably would have randomly hit her up. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, when I see you, it's problems, because she didn't do that. Like, she didn't have ill intent for that.
Yeah, no,
it just happened. So
for sure, definitely.
Sometimes
what y'all think? Would y'all? It's like dating a friend's ex or somebody they used to talk to,
or an associate
off the limits?
Because we know some of y'all girls out here don't got no morals. And y'all will date y'all friends.
Some,
but in this situation,
some of y'all do.
We not gonna address friends, because I'm gonna assume that if you watching us, you might be like, no, it's not going to happen
with a friend.
And that's too easy to,
That's what I was saying. Like the question, I thought it was not like a friend. Yeah, no, I thought it was not a real ex. Yeah, I thought it was.
And you thought we was friends. I feel like that's easy to say no, and I feel like our followers probably share some of our same beliefs.
Yeah, so not friends.
So don't take it as friends. But somebody that you was somewhat okay
Has
with.
it happened to you before? Like how it happened? It was her friend. It wasn't even my, whatever. So let us know. Comment below. But yes, okay, so what I wanted to talk about was, I saw this Instagram post, I think on the Shade Room a minute ago, and it was like, it was too long. I didn't even listen to the whole thing, but the gist of it was a girl meeting a guy, but he was in prison though. Mm-hmm. And I think somebody that they both knew set them up. And in the beginning, she didn't know that she was being set up with someone in prison. She just was single and ready to mingle. Okay. And however it happened, she's like, oh wait, he's in prison? Okay. And she like went with it. And they were like FaceTiming and talking and getting to know each other from jump while he was already in jail. And I just thought that was so weird. Like, I can't say that I wouldn't date somebody in prison, because I can go to prison tomorrow. I don't know. I can freaking hit somebody when I leave here on an accident and they calling it manslaughter. I don't know. So I can't say it can never happen, but from the start, I don't know.
I feel like
I'd rather be single.
Them jail, yeah, because you're a different person. But people talk to people in jail. A woman will talk to a man in jail for a different reason. Okay, it could be. It's just different. I feel like it's a reason why a woman will resort to talking to somebody in jail that she wasn't already talking to prior to him going to jail. So it just kind of depends.
But a compliment.
That the consistency.
He's always
available.
Call you every day.
He'll call you every day at the same time. Unless he goes to the hole or something happened, he being transferred. All of that type of stuff. And maybe, or you could be afraid of rejection. So a person in jail is not going to reject you, right? So
he got all the time in the world.
And you want all the time.
Over it.
So it's different I think it just depends. Like, if you knew the person already, let's just say you with somebody today and they go to jail tomorrow. That's something different. You know what I mean? Exactly. If you knew the person to some degree, maybe within like the last 2 years y'all hung out, was cool, then that's something different. But if you haven't seen a person in like over 2 years and they in jail and they hit you up, it's kind of like...
What about meeting them when they're already in jail? Like,
yeah, I think that's another level.
Through like dating apps or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that them women,
like people be doing that.
They do. They definitely do. That guy is the girl Centonia Brown that Kim Kardashian helped free. Her guy wrote her,
and they're still together.
She was in jail, married. I don't know. I think they got married as soon as she got out, or like sometime when she was in, when it was confirmed that she would be getting out.
Yeah, so it does happen
a lot.
Yeah,
it happens a whole lot, but I'm not that person. Like, I'm not gonna just go.
Yeah, I have to like already be in love. If I'm not in love already, even in like it's not enough. I'm gonna ghost.
I'm going.
Oh, I thought she was feeling me. I was, but I don't have time.
I'm going on a date now before I hit up before I become
you might meet him on a dating app.
Before I become a pen pal, I'm definitely going on a date.
Singles
I'm
only?
going to
Match.com.
One of them.
Black
had like
meet.
all that. All that.
Christian
Mingle.
No,
I'm not going to Christian Mingle. I don't want that. I'm going to the other ones though.
Sugar baby.
All that.
No.
I'll be a sugar baby. First, I'm gonna get a sugar daddy. caramel.
Oh my god!
But
your horny toes. You don't.
No, but I'm not gonna do that. And I've talked to people in jail before. It's so crazy. Twice in my life.
I have once.
One I was talking to before he went to jail.
Okay.
But then when he got to jail, like, I didn't talk to him no more. Oh. And I really didn't like it's so crazy, like, how a person can write a letter. I felt like I heard the tone. I felt like a strong sense of, like, saying I'm obligated. I'm definitely not. I'm not even 18.
Like, you were obligated to stay by his
side? Yeah, like, to write, because whatever I probably said, like, I haven't had time to write a letter. Whatever my correspondence was, and the tone.
It wasn't what he wanted to hear.
I didn't like it. And it could be wrong, because, maybe I read it the wrong way. I didn't like it, though. So I definitely wrote back that letter. I responded.
It was like very much like you supposed to be blah blah blah.
Yeah,
telling you what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and I responded back and said what I was not going to, what I'm not expected, and what you should have done to not be there, X, Y, and Z, and don't pick up a pen and write me, because you will not be getting a response. I said that shit at like 17,
and that was
so mean, but
it was over.
I just get bothered. I get frustrated. Yeah, he might have wrote me back, but I really didn't write back.
It was over.
Because what I said is what I said.
Yeah.
At 17.
Period.
Then later on in my life, at about sometime in my 20s, it probably overlapped with something else. But I talked to this guy. He was so handsome and fine. Handsome and fine. Just all of that. And then, I don't know, we didn't really talk too much when he was free, but I was around him, hanging out and all that type of stuff with, like, my friends. And then he went to jail, and it was more so kind of like, when I kind of got the courage, like, to where I think I actually said something out loud. So it's kind of like on me. Because when he was free, I didn't say nothing. But when he got locked up, I, like, told my friend, like, I don't know, I just have a crush on him, blah, blah.
So you got at him first?
Yeah, kind of. It was like my own insecurity. I don't know, I can't say it was an insecurity. I definitely didn't say nothing when he was out. I was so,
you
like,
more courage,
and stuff. So, and shy. And then I told my friend, and she was like, well, you want me to something? And I was like, yeah.
So when she told him and told him that?
She told him because he was related to the guy she was talking to. So she, like, connected that and made it cool. And we was cool. Again, I was still young. And we talked on the phone. Yeah, so I talked to the guy. He was handsome, all that type of stuff. We talked on the phone. I went to visit him like 2 or 3 times locally. Okay. And it was good. I felt butterflies, like, as if he was, like, free. He was so fine.
So in between the business with y'all, like, he would call you. Like, all that. He's calling. Like, okay,
I would answer.
Yeah.
And then, what was really cool? Oh no, it wasn't cool. This is why. Okay, so that experience is why current day I will not do that again. So even if I liked the person or thought or had an attraction to a person and went to jail, I would not address them while they're in jail. So we was good up until his release day, right? He get out, we hang out. The first day. The second day, we doing the same. And I think it was like, I didn't have my own place.
Wait, how long was he in jail? Like, how long did this, like,
not a long time. I didn't even
friendship go on?
I didn't even talk to him for a year of him being in jail. I think it was like some months.
Okay.
It was some months.
That's enough to develop feelings, though.
Yeah, it wasn't even a year. But it was some months, though.
Yeah.
And, he gets out. We hang out the first day he get out. We might have hung out the second. I'll say by like the second week, because I feel like, I don't know if it was because I didn't have my own place. He started talking to this other girl.
And you found this out.
He started talking to this other girl. And I don't know if it was because she was more available, because at that time I was working as well. So when I'm getting up and going to work and like all them hours, so 12, 1, 2, 3. Like, I'm not available.
Yeah.
So, and he in the street light.
Right.
So it's just like, it just didn't matter. It didn't go. And he started talking to this girl. They kept talking, all that. They had a baby together. And yeah, that was that. I mean, I didn't get angry because it was like, what did I expect? You know, like I ultimately just put it back on myself. It was my decision.
Did you feel anything though? It wasn't like, oh well.
Yeah, I felt like it was. I felt like it was messed up.
I wasted my time.
I felt like it was messed up.
Yeah,
like you
were being dishonest. Yeah,
but it was like, yeah, I should have known better though.
Yeah,
he was in jail, so what did you expect for him to really do? You know, so like current day, if a person hit me up and they in jail, I'm not about to start no relationship.
Right. Not been there, done that. It's like maybe he was like looking for a come up or a,
no. I feel like that. That's why I keep reverting back to I didn't have my own place and I had a job.
Yeah.
It was things that I felt like I would be going to work and it was like, oh, but I might need a ride here, or like, what you doing? Pull up on me, dude. Like I'm not pulling up on you. I'm at work. I had a real job. Like, right. I can't do that. Like I don't work at like a fast food place. Not even that. It was a job where I just couldn't do it. Like,
got you.
If I got fired, it would be like me giving up like a good thing.
Yeah, like.
And then I didn't have my own place, and it's like if you a street dude, you young, I'm young, you a street dude, we either gonna go to your mom's place or you coming to mine. And it was like, you're not coming to mine. It's only like one person that I dated that like came and stayed at my house when I stayed with my mom. Only one person. Everybody after that, like you're not coming. It was only one.
So he was probably like young and not ready to level up and have his own shit and all that.
He was looking for, like he wanted me to have it already.
It was on some young shit. Yeah.
But he got with her, and I think she might have had her own. But he started making money. But it just didn't work out. So.
And then they lived happily ever after.
Nope, they didn't. They didn't. Actually.
Better her than you.
I'm not gonna give the rest.
Better her than you.
I'm get
arrested. Be able to figure out who you're talking about.
I ain't gonna get arrested because it ain't in there. It's just kind of like it's crazy. Like people come back and it's like I didn't forget. Like I'm cool.
Coming back.
I'm not evil. I don't
like
have
what's
that.
Up, stranger?
Yeah, like I'm not saying nothing. You know, I'm not bitter about it.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not going back down that road. I don't really go back down too many roads that I've already somewhat traveled. And no.
Right. So like you fucked up and like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I can redeem myself.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you should have waited it out with me. It probably would have been cool. He was fine. But
in the
I don't know, he might still be.
Hairline probably receding now.
No, he's still young. So if he was younger than me, like by a year or two. So he might have still got his hairline.
Maybe.
And he had a good texture too.
I guess.
So I don't know. Would you? Are you gonna fuck with? Would you?
Today I can't see it.
Only if you with the person and like if you with a person and they end up going to jail.
That's the only way that and then not even like if I'm just with somebody. Like I could be with if I'm with you, like committed to you, then that at that point we're already in love. Right. So it's already deep.
For sure.
If I'm like committed to you.
For sure.
So yeah. That's a definite. There's no questions about it. Like, yes, I am there. I'm gonna be at every single visit. Your mama gonna be mad because
you I
took all the visits or however it works these days. I don't even know if it's still like that. But yeah, write all the letters, mail the books and all that. But if it's anything less than that, like we were like kind of talking, or if I was single and you was single, but we be going to dinners and dates and I come over sometime and we feeling each other and it's getting there, but it's not there yet. I'm going to have to forget everything that we built. I ain't going to be able to do it.
You're not going
to unless it's something, of course, if it's something like where we know it's not a big deal, where it's not no real time. If it's not no real time, let me think. I'm just
what's real time?
I want to regret it later. That's even a long time. I may even, if it's something like 6 months, it's a long time with somebody that I'm not with, and it's just like some casual shit. Yeah, that's a long time. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to let you know that I'm still doing me and whatever kind of words I'm going to word it. Because I'm not finna, I don't know. I don't want to give that time and cut off my blessings when I don't know where this is going and who you are going to be in my life in the future. I gotta know for sure.
He might get on and bless you.
He might and he might not. So it's like
he might get on and
he might. Like, so I'm gonna still be there for you, but I'm gonna still let you know I'm out here doing me. Because before you left, for whatever reason, we weren't solid like that. So I'm not gonna act like all of a sudden we solid like that when you was on the streets. We was cool, but we wasn't so in love and so committed when you was on the streets. And now we're gonna be that now that you in jail. Now I'm your one and only, your everything.
Right.
I wasn't at first, so no.
Now you sending me song dedications.
Yeah.
On the letter.
When I used to see you 3 times a week or 2 times a week before. Now you want to talk every day. Okay. I might answer, I might not. But if we together, I got you.
I don't think I wrote no letters. That's the whole thing. My whole thing is like, I'll answer a phone. I'm not writing a letter though. I'll type it. I have
to be in love. If I'm in love, I will. It have to be like some deep type of feelings. I'm not in putting myself through that. Because I feel like when you with somebody that certain time, a part of you is too. If you care about the person, if you're dedicating your time,
about to cuddle,
visiting. We even talk about visiting. You talk about letters and phone calls. How about driving up there and being searched and all that? Okay, so then you'll write a letter then. If you're going to visit, you'll write a letter.
I'm not writing no letter.
But you'll visit? That's way more energy than writing a letter.
The visit was local.
But it's still
the only person that I wrote a letter to.
It's a line. It's all that.
The only person I write letters to is my cousin. And even to some degree, I don't write letters to him. I write letters to him to tell him, like, call me. Because letters just not cool. Like, I'll start writing a letter and I won't finish. And I don't even write letters.
Letters is a personal thing. For me, it's just writing a letter is way easier and less energy than actually going to see somebody. I gotta figure out what I can and cannot wear.
You gotta write.
Where to park, is it free or not? How long do I have to wait? And then when I get to that window, it's 15 minutes. All that is like a lot. I have to love you too.
You see his hands,
but I have done that
and
though.
You smile.
Yeah,
but
I mean, he's dead now. That's crazy. It's a long time ago. Yeah,
I know, but still,
I know, right?
But it's like. I don't know, like, yeah, I went to go visit. It was local. I didn't travel.
Where, Wayside?
It was close to
the county?
I wasn't going to Wayside.
The 15-minute visits? I'm
not that girl. Yep, I was going to 15 minutes. I was going on Saturdays.
But it used to be longer, I think.
I think that when I went,
I think it used to be 30.
30. I was going to say, when I went, it was 30.
It was always a line and a fucking wait.
And I just felt grown. Like,
it used to be cold outside now. I used to go with my cousin to see her husband a lot. That's where I started going to the prison visits.
See, our upbringing be prepping us for the stuff that we accepted,
and then it was me later in life.
For.
Yeah, not for long though. What y'all think? Would y'all have y'all? Because sometimes people have like personal experiences where like, oh, okay, that's your situation. I've never seen it that way. Like, oh, okay, I see how, you know. So,
and sometimes when they get out of jail and he really do right, and
it was all worth it.
And because he that stand-up dude and his character was right, he cherished you on a different level because he know that you didn't have to be there and you was there.
Yeah.
But
that's the way that's what they be hoping when they're writing and dying. It's like it's supposed to lead to everlasting love.
Right. It depends on the maturity of the person, the man.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if a woman make a decision to be by you while you in jail, that's deep. That's serious. And she already done considered all things. Like, I'm about to go in the bed alone. I'm about to do this by myself. So it's not a game for her. I don't really see too many where it be like women like, I'm about to be there for you, when really they feel like they not. They'll just leave you. You know, like a lot of times them women really be staying down with the men.
No, it's true. And once he call your phone, you gotta answer it. So it's like, how you gonna play a game when he's always available, but you playing like you available, but you really out here? Like, it would be too tricky. Either you gonna ride or you not.
You not.
Yeah. So they really be right. But yeah, that was our topic for today. Let's move on to our WTF. You wanna go first or me? Mine's very short. Okay, so my WTF, I feel like last week it was so freaking heavy that I want to go a little light this week. So this video right here.
Get it out your mouth! Good. Now, friend, you gotta milk it the right way. Friend, yeah. No! Friend, the cow don't even like it. Friend, you gotta like tap it. Yeah. Good. Now,
Alright?
yeah, find it in the,
Yes.
in the front. Yes. Now, no. Fred, where your mama? Fred, get it out your mouth. Yes. You lactose. Friend. No, look, listen. No, listen to me, friend. Get it out your mouth, friend. Friend, look at me. Friend, look at me. You gonna be pooping. You know what? Call me back.
Fred said it was non-GMO milk.
Disgusting. So nasty. Like, how do you report him letting him do that? Like, stop him. Like, that's not cute.
I don't know.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Like, damn, girl, you was just better off just giving them your nipple.
Right. Yuck. But yeah, that was my WTF moment for the week.
Okay, well,
what's yours, girl?
My WTF is of this guy known as Gilly the Kid.
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar.
And here it is.
Gilly, you do speak like a Goldie. You do speak like you got like pimping.
He's a simp. He's a simp.
No, let me tell you something. Because back in the day, I was something like a pimp.
You something like a pimp.
Before I met Tootie,
yeah,
I had hoes like cable channels.
That's your girl, right?
Yeah, before I met Tootie, I had hoes like cable channels. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely, you had a lot.
I had an HB hoe.
I don't even know what that means.
That loved to make a nigga showtime. And the bitch loved running with the stars. You might catch the bitch on Eat Like Joan Rivers, and she loves smoking Nick at night. And for the right price, she'll let you explore with her asshole like the Discovery Channel. Now this bitch will suck your dick so good, you'll give her a Bravo and an encore for a motherfucking lifetime. And she only stopping to come up for oxygen. Everything with this bitch is a BET, that's a motherfucking bet.
He probably been saying the same lines for the past 15 years.
Shut the front door. No, I watch him.
He is
I watch him. I never heard him say that, but I was like, what the fuck?
He had all the networks.
He used all the cable ones. He said I have whole like cable. And then he used all of the cable channels.
Stars and all that.
Yeah, that was so funny.
He is a mess. He feeling himself with them big old eyes.
Leave him alone.
All right, y'all. That was our topics for this week.
Woo-hoo. We made it through.
Yes.
6 episodes.
6. Yes. 6. We got some like new locations coming up in the future episodes. Some exciting stuff. So you guys stay tuned and make sure you turn your notifications on if they're not already. There's a bell on the bottom so that you're alerted when we post, when we upload on YouTube. So that you know when to check us out. But of course, every Thursday, unless we sneak something in throughout the week. Follow us on Instagram if you're not already. HerWords_HerThoughts. And like, comment, subscribe.
All of those.
Thank y'all. See you next week.